Assalamu alaikum. My name is Munib Ahmed, and today I am here to discuss about the topic that we choose. Our topic is about employee training and development during this pandemic situation. It's related to the current situation that we are facing. And in this topic we discuss about the organization that are badly affected by this pandemic. This pandemic COVID-19 has changed the way we work, we communicate with others. Many organizations are closed because they couldn't be able to adopt any other option. They do not have other option to adopt and facilitate to their customer and to their employees. By this pandemic, they are permanently closed, and some organizations increase promote their existing portfolio of digital learning option. Its handful indicate that they are also considering to shift it with existing training program to digital format. For that, organization adopt technology to offer virtual classroom to train their employees, to tell them how to work in this pandemic situation. Now we will discuss about its outcome for training and how you will measure it in online. Now for this we will target the small audience and assess them about our plan is going successful or not. If we target our whole employee at the same time and our plan is not going successful, it's wasting of time. Now for this we set goals that we want to achieve with employee orientation, then make up the comprehensive plan, figure out which part of training are are most important that we should move online, then discuss how successfully plan is going and employees are satisfied with this strategy that we implemented, with adopting the new work environment with assigned mentor and direct supervisor. The supervisor and mentor that we assign for the employees that are giving online training, is employee are satisfied with their training or not. We will assess with them. After that we have a two content that we are working. We have a content that we are working is DigiSkill and e-learning. Digital skill and e-learning program are both are related to the employee training and development. In this we creating a specific program in which we set the employee goals and they are identified, and new training and opportunities are identified and created to help the employee in career development process, because employee career development process is also be the important part of our organization. Our online training is based on the some online software that are the Zoom, Google Meet and Skype. On these software we will give the training to our employees. Now online training is very important in this pandemic session if the organization want to keep their business successful. Now our topic is about to end. Now I would like to invite my other group member to discuss about its methods and is there other parts of our report.
Assalamu alaikum. As we chosen our project topic is employee training and development during pandemic situation. My topic of this presentation is the content of training system. First of all, we should protect employees in an in-person program. Start by designing and executing a plan to support employees that is consistent with the most conservative guidelines available from leading local and global health authorities, such as US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and WHO communicate clearly and often with the employees. An upcoming learning program includes specific criteria for when program will be deferred, modified, and cancelled. If you are moving ahead with an in-person learning program, communicate in advance the precautions you will take, such as social distancing, alternative to shake hands, and enhanced cleaning and sanitizing process. For those participating remotely, ensure that they are familiar with the available virtual collaboration tools, including video conferencing and cloud-based document sharing. Other content in our topic is adopt in-person learning delivery, e-learning. For those ongoing learning program within a in-person delivery component, adopt the delivery to reduce participant risk. For example, consider decentralizing in-person events. This might even replace global kickoff events with a multiple regional kickoff events, or replacing a large in-person event with a multiple small group video events with a multiple regional kickoff events, or replacing a large in-person event with a multiple small group video conference sessions. Recognize that there is a limit to what can be addressed when using a virtual live sessions. On virtual classroom and video and audio conference, there is always a limit on conducting that. For example, such as platform may not work well for deeply social, emotional, and interpersonal skill building. To address this shortfall, consider and what can do before, during, and what the session to maximize its impact. The other content of our topic is setting goals. Goal setting is an essential component of training and development system, as in the component of the managers tell employees about what is expected from them, so that they can pull all their efforts in that direction and procedures and expected outcomes for the organization. In this component, the manager needs to nearly observe the goals of organization, so they can drive department and individual goals in a way that they can contribute towards the organization goals. If the manager fails to set appropriate goals which will contribute to the organization goals, then employees all efforts will be ruined. So it's important for the managers to know about how to observe organization goals and drive individual goals. Training provide to my managers will teach about them how to drive and set effective goals if employees which will contribute to achieve organization goal. The content of training system will contribute to objective of effectively goal setting in organization, which alternatively affects the employees training and development during a pandemic situations. So there are following contents of training, such as online orientations, e-learnings, and promotes and enhance digital learnings. These are the contents of our topics.
Today my topic of presentation is a method of training which we are used in employees training and development during pandemic situation. So first of method of our training is online orientation. First of all, what is online orientation? It is an introductory process in which new employees get introduced to their new jobs, roles and teammates, work environments and work areas. The supervisor helps new employees to understand the organization, about the organization, what they are working for, or what they are produce in the organization. This process also helps employees to ask questions and learn about the organization. When it comes to new employees and volunteers, they need for orientation doesn't go, even though may be able to do so in a person. Companies usually find that transitioning to online orientation improves the process significantly for the many reasons, including information is consistent with all new employees or volunteers. User can access information again later if need be. Saves the company money while staff can be working on other projects. They also give online orientation to their employees or new volunteers. The user can do orientation anytime or prior to showing up for a first day on the job. So other method which we are using in our training method is e-learning. First of all, what is the e-learning? E-learning is a system based on formalized training, but with the help of electronic resources is known as e-learning. While teaching can be based in or out of the organization or in organization. The use of computers and internet form the major component of e-learning. These are the major components of the basically e-learning is the computer and internet, where all sources are being used. E-learning can also be termed as a network-enabled transfer of a skill, knowledge, and the delivery of the education is made to the large number of recipients of the same in different time. Earlier, it was not accepted by the whole world. It was assumed that is the system lacked the human element required in our learning. So e-learning offers these tips of switching from instructor to or a manager to physically to online training. Focus on the practical digital skill or communication or anything. Provide online sport resources after giving them provide them a training. Then create a clear guideline for your e-learning developers, so our employers or an organization they can understood easily. For example, one example I have the African Development Bank coding for employment in 2019. They launched a e-learning platform, which are mostly not used by the uh, uh, by the employers there. But when this pandemic situation occurred, the mostly 50% of their population they are used or they are used this e-learning platform in a African development by African Development Bank coding for employment. So the last training method of our training is the promote and enhance digital learning. How we enhance the digital learning? A substantial increase in the use of the digital delivery globally is underway across all segments of the workforce, from a frontline managers to a senior leaders. In regions such as Asia, where the travel restriction and form of home policies have been in place of a way digitally enabled experiences have also created new benefits. Those includes an increased sense of community purpose and focus for the people who are no longer connecting with their colleagues in a co-located workplace around the world. Organization are using digital learning to increase collaboration among teams that are working either remotely or across the different time zone, as they take course together and collaborate the virtual formats such as video conferencing, instant messaging, or some online communication. Other resources or channel they can be used. These are the good argument for the placing additional emphasis on digital learning, as the number of people working remotely because of the COVID-19 increase. So that's all for my part. Here there are all the methods of training which are we used in our assignment. So now we would like to my other group member to explain other part.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Anamul Haq, and our project topic of HRD was the employees training and development during pandemic situations. From that topic, my part was what was the expected learning from the training and what was the courses offered in the training systems. So first of all, managing continuity, how to get connected with the employees is the major issue during the pandemic situations. So the crisis not only showed that maintaining hardware or infrastructure connectivity and software platforms issues, it also requires significant dedications from teachers or employees who are expected to maintain strong relationship with their students and deliver lessons content regularly, same as like managers with their employees while managing learning and coping with the stress related to the pandemic. Simultaneously, education systems need to ensure that schools reopen safely, student dropout minimize, and lost learning can start recovering after the pandemic. This ensures a high quality remote learning experience for all students. And the other part is improving and accelerating for teachers and employees. To take advantage of remote learning tools, it takes much more preparation material, and through that education system can prepare in a few days or weeks. With these limitations in mind, it's important to think beyond how to support teachers and consider how these crises can be an opportunity to enhance teachers' skills before they return to the classrooms. As an education system emerge from the crisis, it is clear that a new chapter is waiting uh, to be written with detailed medium and long-term actions. For example, increasing investment in remote learning, adopting blend models when schools partially reopen, or creating remedial e-courses which can help education system build back stronger and become more equitable. As part of this process, it will be crucial to recognize that relevance of developing technology and digital uh, for a larger sector. And the other and last thing is business communication skills. From that, performance management and appraisals provides an opportunity for formal communication between management and employee about how organization believes each employee is performing. This course will teach the trainee the skills needed for effective communication and for conflict handling. Uh, that's all.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abu Bakar. Our project is about the training and development of employees during pandemic situation, and my topic is in this whole scenario. What is the feedback in this situation? First of all, I can say that the e-learning and digital training program improves employee continuity by keeping the employees' commitment and the work they do. Second thing is about an effective training program will help the management and employees in pandemic situation. An effective training program will help the management and employees in pandemic situation. Meanwhile, it will help the organization avoid waste and expensive mistakes, increase production, and motivate staff members during effective performance. Second thing is that how we can improve training process in the future. In future, digital training and e-learning program in which managers should focus more on engaging employees in more complex roles. For example, gaps in training program should be avoided to better develop employee skills. Digital skill program training should be conducted on quarterly basis, which help the employees to perform well in these type of pandemic situations. Employees ought to be provided with suggestion on how they can increase their performance even more, for instance, doing or avoiding certain behaviors on the job. Such and further changes will create a positive relationship between managers and employees. In the next part, I can say that what is the conclusion of whole situation and training processes. Training is the organized way in which organization provide development and enhance quality of new and existing employees. Training is viewed as systematic approach of learning and development that improve individuals, groups, and organizations. Thus, it is the series of activities embarked upon by organization that lead to knowledge or skills for growing purposes, thereby contributing to the well-being and performance of human capital, organization, as well as the society at the large scale. Thank you so much.